might. Good I might. Am I saying good I might or good day mate? I don't know. What up, everybody? How you guys doing? I'm doing awesome. I'm doing great. I'm on my way to go pick up some oil, some engine oil, so I can do an oil change on my bike. Actually, so I can have my funny hillbilly mechanic Chester do the oil change on my bike. He really helps me out a lot, and he's just a funny character, so I like having him over and having him work on my bike. So I'm heading over to Contra Costa Power Sports, pick up some oil, Cycle Gear to pick up oil filter. I think there's actually a bike night going on tonight. I might stick around for a little bit, we'll see. I'll just see what's up and probably head out. But yeah, I was thinking about something to talk about today, something that really popped into my mind. I'm sure there's plenty of footage on YouTube that you can find, that you can just find so many videos about the subject, but the best beginner motorcycle. What is the best beginner motorcycle? And that's very debatable. And the first one, number one, the first thing you gotta think about, and the first question you gotta ask yourself is, what am I gonna use it for? So you just gotta think, like, what exactly are you gonna use it for? Commuting? Are you gonna get a Go Sport and you're gonna do a lot of off-roading on the weekends? You don't wanna have to haul your bike there? Are you gonna do some cool, fun, twisty roads? So exactly what are you gonna use it for? You know, and then start from there. I guess number two would be like, be realistic, be real with yourself. You know, if you've never ridden before or anything, I highly suggest you go take a motorcycle training course, because it really helps out. And even if you're an experienced rider, like I had a lot of experience riding a dirt bike. You know, I had a lot of experiences, but when it came to riding on the road, and especially in California, I had no experience. So it just taught me, it opened my eyes on what to look out for while I'm riding, you know. And they also teach you just how to ride a bike as well. You can, requirements to take that course is like, if you can ride a bicycle, you're good. You can ride a bike. You can learn how to ride a bike. But be realistic with your skill level. You know, you want to ride fun, twisty roads and you want a sport bike, don't be getting an R6 or R1000 if you're not an experienced rider. And that's how a lot of guys end up dying, you know. It's too much bike for them, and you know, they just don't know how to handle it. Get a bike with less power and learn how to ride it, get comfortable. If you want to sell it and get a new one, great. If you're an experienced rider, like if you've ridden like you've ridden dirt bikes and everything, then you know, you have a little bit more options. My first bike was a Harley Dyna Super Glide, which you guys, I've talked about it in some of my other videos. And that was a very powerful bike, very heavy bike, but I was able to handle it. I actually got to test ride it. If you could test ride it, a bike, that'd be awesome. But I got to test ride my nephew's, and he had an 06 Dyna Lowrider, and I was like, okay, I want this, you know. I got a feel for it. It wasn't too much power, but it was enough power to keep me happy for a long time. And I never got bored of that, but I can't say that. I can't say I didn't get bored of that bike. I didn't get bored with the power. I got bored of where I could take it. You know, it wasn't as versatile. Number three, you gotta consider is, what's your price range? You know, if you have an endless pocket where you could just go out and buy a new bike, awesome, go for it. Why not? But if you're on a budget, you know, you only have like a few $1,000s to spend, and that's all you can afford. You know, a few $1,000s with your bike and all your gear, totally doable for a used bike. You can even get a good pre-owned bike from a dealership for a few $1,000s. And all your gear. You know, you just gotta shop around and be smart and be patient. Patience. That is key, because you'll find there's so many good deals out there, and you just gotta wait. Don't just take the first one. And I feel like I'm kind of being a little preachy here.
Do you think?
Yeah, a few things to keep in mind when you're looking at purchasing your first motorcycle. I highly recommend gear. It's extra security. Some people don't wear gear. Hey, more power to them. For the people who don't wear gear and think that people that do wear gear are pussies, well, screw you. To me, it's not worth it. The money that I'm going to spend in the hospital fixing myself up, compared to hang on, excuse me 1 second. The money that you're gonna spend in the hospital compared to how much money you're gonna spend on gear, it just, to me, it makes sense. Keep it simple, you know, with gear. I got some riding boots. No, excuse, these are like more like riding shoes by Street and Steel. A little bulkier than I would like. I'd like them to be a little bit more, you know, look more like a shoe, but it's like, you gotta draw the line somewhere. It's like, you want more of a shoe that's not gonna add as much have as much protection, or do you want something a little bit more sturdy in the sole and more protection around the ankle area? Also, I wear dirt bike knee pads. You know, I'm wearing jeans right now. Normally I have like some riding pants. It's just too dang hot for them, but I also got body armor, some very light body armor. I'm running the Leat, I think it's the Leat Airfit or something like that. Very light, made with some really high density foam that, you know, when it hits, it's very resistant, it's very hard, but also it's when you can push in on the foam. It's weird. It's pretty crazy stuff. Keeping it simple, you know, some good gloves, some leather gloves. You're riding on the street, wear leather gloves. I got dirt bike gloves when I go riding off road, but not on the street. Because one of the first things that, you know, if you're falling forward, if you were to fly over your handlebars or whatever, the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hands out, you know. So at least having some leather gloves it's not gonna absorb the impact, obviously. There's no padding right here where the palm of my hand is, but this is gonna protect from road rash a little bit, you know. I just want to give you guys some info that you could probably could have found anywhere else on YouTube, so I probably didn't even need to make this video, but whatever. whatever, I do what I want. There's a cool little windy road I like riding down. Is that a turkey? I know I didn't really talk about what bikes exactly you guys should get. There's so many bikes out there, and I can't even, you know, so many to name. So many good entry-level bikes that you can keep and modify, and you know, it could be your first bike and it could be your last bike. You know, I guarantee you there's people out there like that. You still ride their very first bike years later. Probably picked up some new ones, but still ride their first bike and modified it, and you know, it still puts a smile on their face. I mean, I guess I'll just throw some examples out there. If you're gonna commute and you like a cruiser, look into some Sportsters. Yamaha makes a cool cruiser too. The Yamaha Bolt. Kawasaki makes a cool cruiser too. The Vulcan S. If you're gonna commute and you like a sport bike look, and you're gonna do a lot of like twisty turns, and you like that style of bike, you know, KTM has I believe it's the 390. Then Kawasaki just came out with I want to say it's a 400 street bike. It's supposed to compete with the 390. Those are entry-level bikes. Keep in mind, the 400 to a 600 street bike is a huge jump. If you like naked bikes, you know, you can get the FZ07 or the MT07 as it's called now. There's also the SV650 from Suzuki. Actually a pretty good beginner bike. It's a 650, but you know, it's just tuned differently. Dual sport, you want a dual sport or a small adventure bike, get a DRZ 400. KTM makes some, actually their EXC line are real good off-road bikes. They're basically like just dirt bikes with lights on them. Like this, I wouldn't call this a dirt bike with lights on it. That's what I tell people, but you know, the person who really knows like dirt bikes, KTM just makes, those bikes are very high performing and they're very expensive as well. And they just perform amazing off-road, and they even got 6 gears, so they do highway speeds pretty well, even though they're geared pretty low. Actually, they're geared really low, so they're really good off-road. But yeah, you know, I just kind of throwing some stuff out there. No cars behind me. You guys didn't see anything. I did not run any light. Yep. Oh, my booty hurts. Next upgrade, a seat concept seat, because my booty hurts. I hope I make it. It's getting pretty close to 6 o'clock. They close at 6, and I checked the time right before I started this video, and I basically had like 25 minutes. Come on, lady. Ain't no one there. Almost there. I need gas too. Here's a question for you guys. Have you guys ever seen an In-N-Out that wasn't busy? I don't think I have. There's a ridiculous line in that drive-thru, rightfully so. Their burgers are awesome. Please be open, please. Oh no, he's bringing in the flags. Please stay open. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man, guys, I just made it in as he was pulling in that UTV. As he was pulling in that side by side, he said they were closed, but because there was guys over in the parts department still, he let me in. He let me get the oil. Why, yes, this is a debit. My PIN? Of course. It's car wash. I'm okay. And we're off. Whew. It's a hot one. It is a hot one. What's up, buddy? I wonder what PEP is short for. Is that like their last names? Those are the Pep brothers. Or is it because they were always peppy? Hey, what is up? Everything is soup. Alright, I'm gonna go in here and get an oil filter real quick.
20 minutes later.
Husqvarna 701. Got a few dudes out here at bike night, but I'm not gonna stick around. My wife's expecting me home for dinner. Got another DRZ there, Honda XR 650R. That thing is dope. He's got the really wide, like, street knobbies, but it's a pretty good sized knobby on there. I want to try one of these out. The 701s, they look like a lot of fun. I'm out like a trout. Alright guys, that's it for today. That's another one down. Another video in the books. Yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.